Let's talk about the 10 millimeter for a second. These two 10 millimeter handguns would be quite influential. Let's talk about the first one, the Bren 10. This one started the whole fad. It was developed in the early 1980s. It was designed around the then new 10 millimeter cartridge, which in its full house loads, which I have some of those here from Norma, these things were powerful. They made 357 Magnum look a little bit toyish by comparison. This thing was made popular by television shows and things like that, and the Bren 10 is definitely a piece of history. But in 1986, the FBI got involved in a shootout in Dade County, and at the end of that, they determined that the 9mm silver tips were probably at fault for not stopping the bad guys quickly enough. And so they started looking at new cartridges, different 9mm loads, 45 ACP loads, and then somebody had the bright idea of saying, well, what about 10mm? It'd be a great compromise. We'll get more capacity than 45 ACP, we'll have more power than 357 Magnum, and a self-loading pistol. And they thought that was a good idea. Now keep in mind, an FBI agent in training is going to fire about 5,000 rounds in training. If you're inexperienced with handguns, your first experience with one is a full power 10mm load, which was notorious back in the day for breaking handguns. It might lower your qualification scores, and it did. And so the FBI responded to that by reducing the powder charge in the 10mm case, thereby creating the FBI load. And that's when Smith & Wesson had an epiphany. Well, if you get rid of some of that gunpowder, we can shorten the case. We can make a round that's about the same length as a 9mm, stick it in a 9mm sized handgun, call it a day, true compromise, and everybody's happy. And that's what they did. And 40 Smith & Wesson was popular for decades. It's finally falling off and 10mm rising again. But here's the handgun that the FBI adopted for 10mm, and this is the 1076 Smith & Wesson. You'll notice it looks just like Smith & Wesson handguns of the era, but they did get rid of the decocker on the slide, and they moved it over here to the side of the frame. Also, it has a bobbed hammer, single stack magazine, and the FBI would get rid of these for the 40 Smith & Wesson Glocks. So they didn't even finish the contract before they finally canceled the handgun. Let's do a little bit of shooting with this bad boy. Oh, you want to see the Bren 10 being fired too? I can do that. Bren 10.